The thickness planer, whether it's a combination machine like this or the undisputed king of the job site, the DeWalt 735, is the machine we believe to solve our biggest problem, making wood perfectly flat. It is a marvel of precision engineering.
Is that what we're calling it now? A marvel? I've got a few other names for it, but we're not allowed to swear in the first 30 seconds of the video.
The theory is simple. You feed a rough board in one side,
and you expect a miracle to come out the other.
and the machine produces a smooth, dimensionally consistent surface.
Nope. Still a potato chip. A thinner, prettier potato chip. It's useless.
It's not useless. It's just misunderstood. And the reason it fails is buried in the physics of the machine itself.
Okay, Professor, you've got 5 minutes. Explain to me why a $1,500 machine is a liar. Okay, let's break this down. A thickness planer only performs one job. It makes the top face of this board parallel to the bottom face. It has absolutely no concept of flat. It's a copy machine, not a creator. When this warped board enters the planer, two things happen. First, it passes under the infeed roller. Think of this roller like a suspension on a monster truck. It's designed to push down with immense pressure to maintain traction. It doesn't flatten the terrain. It conforms to it. So it presses this twist flat against the machine's bed. Now, the board is temporarily flat, held under hundreds of pounds of pressure. The cutter head passes over the top, making the perfectly smooth surface. But the second it leaves the machine, that stored tension in the wood is released. And boink, the twist comes right back. It's like putting a crumpled piece of paper on a photocopier. You close the lid, it squishes it flat for the scan, but the copy that comes out is still a picture of a crumpled piece of paper. You've copied a defect. So it's a liar. A big, expensive, $1,500 liar. Great. So, how do we force it to tell the truth?
You don't. You go to a more honest machine first. The solution is to create a true reference face. For that, you need a jointer. Unlike the planer, which has a solid bed, the jointer's outfit table is a fixed reference plane, set to the exact height of the cutters. It's the source of all geometric truth in the shop.
But before cutting, you must read the grain. You feed the wood against the grain. The cutters will lift the fibers and tear out chunks. It's like petting a cat backwards. You always want to cut downhill with the grain. See? The sound of progress. It's only hitting the high spots.
The technique here is to flat the board, not to force it. You're not fighting the twist. You're simply removing it. layer by layer until the entire surface is clean. Now you have a perfect, stress-free reference face.
Okay, hold on a second, quick reality check before the professor comes back with more science. If you're finding this breakdown useful, the stuff they don't tell you in the manuals for dropping $1,000 on a new machine, do me a favor and hit those like and subscribe buttons. It's free and it tells YouTube that you're learning something useful here. And I need to know I'm not alone in this struggle. Let me know in the comments down below if you're living the sled life. I need to know how many of us have a glue problem. As I was saying, even with a perfect technique, a machine is still bound by its physical limitations. And this is the part they don't show you in the brochure. Short tables. I'm trying to flatten a 2-meter bed rail on a machine that thinks it's a skateboard. I have to set up these stupid roller stands just to pretend the table is long enough. I don't even want to talk about the exit part. I don't know how I'm going to manage that. And there's the width. This beautiful walnut slab, too wide. So I have to commit a crime. And rip this in half. It hurts every time. Why not just buy a 50-centimeter beast? Because for that, you don't just need more money. You need more power! And I don't have it. So, this brings us to the critical question. What do you do when your board is too wide for your jointer? Or perhaps more importantly, what if you took the most common path for a beginner and bought a standalone thickness planer like the DeWalt and you don't own a joiner at all?
You cheat! You build a sled! The planer sled is an artificial reference plane. For those with a planer-only setup, this sled isn't a hack, it's your jointer. It's the only way to create that initial flat reference by stabilizing the board and filling all the gaps between the warped wood and the flat sled base.
It's a pain in the ass, but it works. The stop block at the front is critical. It allows the feed rollers to engage and pull the entire assembly through the machine. This is how your planer can auto-feed the sled. But it's not foolproof. If your board is really warped, the rollers can still press down in the middle and flex it. You'll just make a thinner potato chip, right? The solution is not to treat it like a planer, but like a jointer. You must sneak up on flat. That's a pro move for the sled. Shave a little, shim a little. You take off the high spots, support the new gaps, and repeat until the whole thing is stable. It's slow, but it's the only way. This brings us to the final conclusion. To get truly flat lumber, every woodworker has 3 paths they can take. Path 1, it's the pro setup. A separate long bed jointer and a separate planer. It's the most efficient, but also the most expensive.
And it takes your entire garage.
Path 2 is the space saver. A combo machine like this one, you get both functions, but you get the limitations of width and length.
And you spend a lot of time moving a dust hose around the shop.
And path number 3 is the budget workaround. The standalone thickness planer like the DeWalt and the Sled we just mastered. It's the cheapest way to start.
But you're committed to a life of shims and hot glue. Welcome to shimming purgatory.
So, what's your final advice?
Well, if you're on a tight budget, buy the damn planer first. Get the DeWalt. It's a beast.
He's right. It's a necessary evil. You can cheat a flat surface with a sled, but you absolutely cannot cheat uniform thickness by hand. The planer is the only home shop machine that can give you that.
But understand what you're signing up for. Your first project with that planer won't be a coffee table. It's gonna be a sled. Oh, and mastering the art of shim. Woodworking is a battle against geometry. Understand your tools. And learn when to cheat. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.